Hello and welcome to Jason Albert TV. I'm Jason Albert and I'll be your chef today. The holiday season is upon us and that means good eats and good sweets. As Jesus said to the 12 pilgrims on New Year's Eve, get out there and stuff your fat faces. Now, one of the things that I really love to stuff my fat face with is delicious store-bought cookies. And so I'm going to show you guys how to bake your own store-bought cookies. So let's jump right in with the equipment and ingredients that you're gonna need. Obviously, the first thing that you're gonna need is an apron that can protect your basic black tea. The second thing and second most obvious is you're gonna need an oven of some sort. Now, as you can see, I've got my oven here. It is set to 350. Now, I bake everything at 350, and I think you should too. 350 is that number that less than 400, more than 300. It's 350. It's smack dab in the middle there, and it's a great number to really bake things at. The next thing that you're going to need is I would recommend a baking sheet or a cookie sheet of some sort. Now, as you can see, I've got this one here. It's stainless steel. Even though there are still stains, it still holds the name stainless steel. And then what I do is I put some parchment paper on it. Now, some people might use Pam, you might use butter, whatever kind of oil to keep the pan from sticking to the cookies. But I just use parchment paper, and I think that works out really well. The cleanup is much easier. If you're not familiar, I'm using actually Reynolds Kitchen parchment paper. They are not sponsoring this video, although they should once they see how delicious these cookies are going to look when I'm done. But yeah, so Reynolds Kitchen genuine parchment paper. Again, I use that. And then the final thing that you're going to need, obviously, if you want to bake store-bought cookies, you're going to need store-bought cookies. Now, I went to our local grocery store, and what I did was I purchased a thing of store-bought cookies here for $4.99. I hope that comes up okay there in the camera. Obviously, I did eat a few prior to baking them myself, but that's sometimes just what you have to do. So, store-bought cookies. So now let's get into putting everything together. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up your pack of store-bought cookies. Okay, now look at how delicious these already look. Imagine how good they're going to look once we bake them. Ready to eat, ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, actually got some crumbs on my nose there, hopefully not in the stash. I think we're good. What I want to do now is I want to take these cookies and I just want to start placing them, okay, on the cookie sheet, on the parchment paper, like so. And I'll show you guys in a second because I think I'm probably blocking this. But let me see here, guys. All right, so this is kind of what you want to do. The parchment paper is a little bit small. I could have made it maybe about a ½ inch wider to really cover the full girthiness of this pan here. But let me see if I can't get a closer look. So see what I'm doing here, guys? I'm just kind of placing these cookies. Now you can place them standing up if you prefer, kind of like this. But if you were going to do that, you would need to have something to hold them up. So I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, let's continue to go in here like this. Okay, now as you can see, okay, store-bought cookies. Now you can see this. I have them like this. That's a pretty good amount. Now, you might be able, and this is a trick. A lot of people don't know this trick. Let me kind of get into here. A lot of people don't know this trick, but you see the space in between these bad boys. You're simply going to stack them like that, okay? I'm simply going to, stack them like so. Okay. Now, you can typically do that. You can see how I got them stacked. I might even go ahead and stack these here, because it's all about presentation, right? And when I serve these at my Thanksgiving party, my Christmas party, my Hanukkah party, my New Year's party, my other holiday parties, notice they're stacked. Now, it looks like they're just piled on there, but they're actually stacked perfectly. And this is a way, because what's going to happen is these are going to start baking, and the energy is going to flow congruently through the esophageal kind of metamorphosis, creating a photosynthesis. And then what happens is the conductivity will lunar eclipse everything in a way that really holds in the philanthropy, but making sure not to release too much of that, I guess, congressional hearing. So that's what we want to make sure of when we stack them as so. What you want to do is open up your oven and you want to throw these bad boys in like so. Okay, you maybe didn't see that. You probably didn't see that because the camera's too high. But what I do is I put those cookies in there. Now, you want to simply say something like, Alexa, set an alarm for 10 minutes, please.
10 minutes, starting now.
Now, she's going to go ahead and count down from 10 minutes all the way down to 0. Once it goes off, we'll see how they look, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been about 10 minutes for me and only a few seconds for you. You're welcome. Now, let's go ahead and get these bad boys out of the oven. A little oven mitts, if you will. I like to use 2 different kinds of oven mitts. People who use one kind of oven mitt really aren't the kind of people that you want to be trusting with your cookies in the first place. Let's go ahead and check out these delicious morsels. Okay, now remember, these are only in here for 10 minutes. They smell delicious. You could also leave them in here for another 30 to 55 minutes if you really want them to get black and crispy the way I truly do like them. But for the sake of time, I'm only going to do about 10 minutes in here. But typically, I would leave them in there for another, I would say, day or 2. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these. Let me walk these over here. Now, you can see, they smell delicious, delicious and decadent. That's a new word. Use that, spread that around. Now you can see here, they didn't get too black. They didn't get too charred. I'm not really excited about them. I'm probably going to put them back in there for another 45 to 85 minutes to get them kind of where I want them to be. So I'll leave them in there. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you bake store-bought cookies. You simply take the store-bought cookies, put them on a baking sheet, and then bake them. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't forget to leave them in the comment section of this video. I mean, I'm a super dope chef slash baker slash painter, although I can't paint, not very artistic in that way. But the other 2 things I do relatively poorly. So go ahead, leave some comments down there. Go ahead, obviously subscribe to that channel. Obviously hit that like button. Obviously hit that notification bell. If you're somebody that likes notifications, I typically don't do it. So it's a little bit hypocritical for me to ask you to do it. But please go ahead and do that. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time here on Jason Albert TV. I'm Jason Albert. Thank you so much for watching. See you later, crocodile. Oh, nice and soft though. Actually, better than they were before. Actually, really good. Oh yeah.